goodbye to all my friends. My dear and loved, I'll meet again. Settle down in this town. We'll be fine now. In the line just like everybody else around. We feel alive. Yeah, we're alright. We are alright. Yes, we're alright. We are alright. Yes, we
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernull, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm your Game Master Scott, here on episode 43 of Campaign 2, Princesses of Power. Hey, everybody, Michael Jackson.
Hello.
And Tanner Messer.
Hi.
Andrew Krug.
Hello.
And Erica Webb.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Great.
Yeah.
I have to sneeze at the most inconvenient time right now, so I'm going to be holding it in while I'm talking. Welcome back, everybody. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can use your Rooter points, which are the channel points for our Twitch. You can make things happen in the game. So go down to the bottom. There's a little icon. This is an episode. You definitely want to do that. If you're watching us on YouTube, hey, welcome. Hit like and subscribe. We have Matt making content, and we have D&D campaigns, and later this year, a very special something coming out. I'm just going to leave it ambiguous like that. Oh, the sneeze. Fought
Hit
it
it.
back.
Aw.
Perfect. Let's get into it. Last time, on episode 42 of POP, Princess Mizuminu unleashed her dog, Voskar, and sent him massacring the nearby guards and citizens in his way within Veilcast. But not until their very first kiss. The distraction was perfect for Princess Celia and Harry to sneak through the crowd building up and punch two people to steal the Centurium Library credentials. Meanwhile, Princess Seer, Princess Arista, and Mira slipped into the Centurium Library invisibly and stole the 12-foot-tall golden statue needed as a key to break into the hidden temple. But before they could escape, Mizu's distraction outside drew upon all of the guards from within the library to come fight, and then the librarian locked the doors, locking them inside. Princess Celia rushed to the library entrance and broke out her allies. But as they all escaped back into the chaos, there was Princess Mizuminu, banishing Voskar back to the Underdark, out of reach of the guards, and then hopping into a carriage with some unknown Veilcast official. Within the carriage as it takes off, Mizu met General Thunderstone, who saw Mizu's desire to meet Bee and Russ Quinn, and yet he took her to a far-off arena in the jungle where she would have to fight for her way to the top. She then called upon Voskar to take over the general's body, and together they turned the carriage around and went straight to the throne of Russ Quinn. All the while, her party watched down high in the sky and met them at the steps. Together, the party ventured to the throne room and met Russ Quinn. They recounted their adventure and spoke opinions on Olifishazeen and his plan after death. They all found themselves pretty much in agreement and pondered the benefits of kingdoms coming together on land and sea. Russ Quinn then offered aid to their fight at the Hidden Temple if they would retrieve the Death Book and bring it back to him to be destroyed. The party returned to the sewers, and Princess Arista voiced her desire to return home to Azir, and Vafiel would provide the transport. The party then decides it's time to go to the Hidden Temple. So you are now walking out of the sewers. It's about 2, 3 in the afternoon. Sun is still high up in the sky. Welcome back, princesses.
And we're back in it, and it stinks in the sewer.
Yes, it does.
It's not the worst smell I've smelled.
Okay, I have questions about where you've been, but we won't get into that.
I don't.
Before we leave, is there anything useful that got left behind by Arista that we might see at like a first glance that we would want to take?
She left you with the book that she got from the library that will give you the location and then the correct information of how to get through the different steps. While she was pulling it out, she dropped a couple of other books on the ground that she didn't necessarily want or something. So other than that, it's just sewer. So you got sewer and like a pile of books from her bag of holding, which she also gave you because that has the key, which is the statue.
Well, I guess we gotta do the thing
Get
we
on.
say we're gonna do. Who wants to? I mean, I guess I can need to read the map, so I don't in a wild shape because I'll probably need to direct. Mira, are you okay? I saw you kind of getting cozy with that dinosaur, I think they call it. Do you think you could?
Yeah. I can give it a go. And Mira will wild
crawl
shape.
out of the sewer, not in the sewer.
Oh yeah, not in the sewer, because then I won't get out of the sewer. That would be a mistake. I've learned about my wild shape capabilities over the time.
Yeah, and you've
Being
basically
here, at least, I think I have.
basically had like a short rest worth of time to examine this dinosaur, this Triceratops.
Right. Yeah, the Triceratops, little cutie. Little cutie patootie. So yeah, I wild shape into Triceratops.
All right, you get out of the sewer. Your body immediately. You're in the middle of the street, so you were in the middle of the street as a Triceratops.
That's fine. There's dinosaurs around in places here. That's how I saw it.
All right, let's get on out of here before we cause any more unwanted attention than we already do by existing. And she kind of like looks at the map, and we'll, just kind of speak directions to Mira, but she'll help up Mizu and Celia onto the Triceratops, and then aim to head out of town.
All right.
Towards Peacefully Temple.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check with advantage, whoever is guiding.
Now hear me out. Could it be survival?
Yeah, I'll take survival.
Woo! Great. My intelligence, not high. That's gonna be a 19 plus 9, a 28, 7, 8, 28.
It's kind of your first time in this jungle area, but the book has pretty straightforward instructions, and with your survival instincts and fighting off bugs and other small dinosaurs that are not a challenge for you, you're able to get going in pretty good ways. Now let me ask you this. How long does your Scroll of Enlarge Reduce spell work for?
I believe the spell lasts for an hour.
I believe so too. So as you're riding along, immediately that bag of holding vomits everything back up because that statue exceeds the weight limit of a bag of holding. It becomes large again, it spits it out onto the ground sideways, and everything from the bag pours out.
Looks down. Well, that's inconvenient.
I'm a Triceratops, so I don't have an opinion on what just happened.
Should we drag it? We can drag it, I guess.
You got some rope? Just wanna tie it up, just drag it behind us. That sounds like a good idea. Starts to tie rope. Gets out some.
All right, go ahead and roll me another survival check because this thing is heavy, so these knots better be very good.
A 23.
Yeah, those knots are very good. You're able to get a lot of good
Naughty.
knots around it. And are you all dragging it? Is that what you're doing? What are you doing?
Just gonna attach it to the. I guess like attach the ropes to it, and then attach the ropes to the side to the Triceratops, so that way like it can use its weight to pull it behind us.
All right, Triceratops, I need an athletics check.
Let's do it. Dirty 20?
Perfect. It's literally
perfect.
digging into the ground, carving a new path to this hidden temple, whoever stumbles upon it in the jungle.
Oh, perfect.
But as you look behind you, it's being drug, and it looks like you're part of an excavation team that's making the first road here. But you are able to drag it. It's going to take you quite a bit of time. The sun has not started to set yet, but you've been traveling for a few hours. Until you make your way all the way to the cliff's edge. You overlook and see the end of the jungle over into this new area, mountains way off in the distance, waterfalls pouring over, and there is an abundance of like bright green grass growing upwards up these cliffs, and big pink luscious trees. A whole new type of area.
And is it? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. My roll 20 started over for some reason.
And is this like the way you're supposed to go, or is this like an unexpected?
It shows right here.
Oh, it's supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So scenic.
it's cute now, but it's not given secret cave. It's given. I mean, this is a great place to put a secret cave, I suppose. Everyone just, I guess, start looking around and holler if you see a secret cave. It kind of looks like a thing we saw in our dream. So.
Bottom of this canyon.
All right, everybody, investigation checks.
Oh shit.
Use guidance. Let's see how this goes. Oh, okay.
I got a 9, so I'm just kicking rocks. See,
I got a 12.
All right,
I got a dirty 20.
Mizu, it's kind of perfect. Everyone's looking around, this waterfall goes straight off the edges. To jump off the cliffs would be a death sentence unless you can feather fall. So there doesn't make sense there wouldn't be a temple right here. As you start looking around and start walking, maybe like 4 inches of this water going down the waterfall, you start hearing this like Jumanji pounding in your ears as it kind of gets stronger, hot or cold as you get towards an area, and you overlook and see where the river is coming from a different direction that's merging at this waterfall, where there are a couple of dinosaurs like drinking the water, and it's right where they are where you hear the loudest thumping.
Rivers belong where they can ramble. All right. Does it look like we can like get to it?
It looks like the water is kind of circling a little whirlpool kind of in the middle. And as you can get about like 20 feet closer, one of those dinosaurs just starts to like turn and just kind of look at you in almost like a low growl. You can see a little closer that there's like this rock latch under the river, and where you stick your hand in to do it, the water slowly spirals into that. It's not a big whirlpool, it wouldn't suck you down, but you can tell if you pull that latch, which will be really heavy, the water's going to pour in and you'll have to close it down fast.
Okay. And do these dinosaurs seem skeptical of us or angry at us?
Territorially upset.
Per.
Is it because I'm a dinosaur?
Probably.
Roll an insight check, dinosaur.
Yeah, I feel like
Is
that's
me,
something
am
I
I the
would need
problem?
to know. Always. Mira's always concerned about that. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah. They
I'm the problem.
It seems like you're in the wrong place, Try.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna unwild shape. It's about to run out anyway. I have maybe 30 minutes left at this point. I'm just
go
gonna
back
do
to
that.
drinking water and ignore the fact that that thing's tiny. They continue to drink.
It's so small.
Can I go up and try to lift that latch open?
Athletics check. Some
Absolutely.
sessions we start with 1 roll an hour. Today's gonna be 100 an hour.
Perfect.
As Celia is
I'd like to give him the help action
Can't hear
if I
you.
could.
as
Oh,
Celia is-
I'd like to give him. Oh, you're talking to me.
Oh,
too.
no.
No,
That is
sorry. I
a
see
19.
Erica's mouth moving, but I don't hear any
Oh,
sound
yeah,
coming
it's
out.
lighting up, but I also can't hear her.
Yeah.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
What about now?
Maybe you need-
Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Cool, my bad. As Celia is doing that, Mizu's gonna start casting Destroy Water on top of like the area that she's pulling up on to try to make the pressure easier.
Okay, I'll bring the DC down for your rolling.
And Seir is going to cast Animal Friendship because we still have to carry this like thing. We need to move it, so like I should see if we can get these dinosaurs to like drag it over here.
Yeah, befriend them.
All right. So Celia, what did you roll?
I rolled 19 for my athletics.
Perfect. Yeah, you're able to pull that thing back. Water starts rushing inside. You cast Animal Friendship. They're going to be really nice to you. They don't know what you want to do right now, so go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Well, I'm gonna use my ranger ability to cast Speak with Animals, and I go, "Hey, can you get that big statue over there and like push it over here? Don't scratch it or bite it. Just like push it. We need it as a key."
Because they're your friends and they fully understand you, they, not very reluctantly, that's their friend. They're going to go over and start shoving this thing towards the hole, digging the bottom of the riverbed even more before it gets to the hole, and then dunks in. And immediately as it goes in, you hear, like the ground's not far underneath.
Also, I'm Princess Sair Goff of the Azirian Kingdom. It's so nice to meet you. I just do that with animals. I don't do that with people.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Charles, delighted.
Oh. I was, but have you seen anyone else come this way?
Oh, yes, indeed. Couple days henceforth, yesterday before today, saw multiple people. Tall one, short one, coming down here. Quite delectable. But, if they're not Triceratops, they're fine.
And they didn't come out. They just went in.
Yes, in the water, not out.
Thank you.
Yes, may I ask you a question now?
Oh, sure.
Do you have any meat?
None that I'm willing to part with.
Every friendship must come to a close. And he will turn and walk away.
Thank you.
Yes. Good day.
And Seer goes into the hole.
All right, you guys plop down into the hole. It kind of goes up to this wall. As the statue lands down, kind of digs into the ground a little bit. It kind of goes forward under the river until there's this big, like Aztec-style face carved about like 8 or 9 feet high, and it's a big face. And as you land there, it looks like vines and stuff have already been torn off of it. Vines have been burnt. Somebody made their way already. And it seems like his mouth opens into a doorway, but as you walk up, his eyes open. Hello, adventurers. You have found legends of the hidden temple. If you would like to move forward, I will tell you a story. For those who get the most answers correct, you will get a boon for inside the temple. But if you are in last, you will get a great bane.
Okay.
Do we have to play with him?
Otherwise, only one may enter the temple.
Oh.
What if we go one at a time?
Yeah, we're not a party of 4. We're a party of 4 individuals who just happen to walk in at the same time.
Yeah, cross paths in the woods.
You all came down here I have a window of time.
Damn. Okay.
Precarious, isn't it?
Sure. What are your questions about?
I will tell you a story, and then you will try to be the quickest to answer details about the story. The more answers you get correct, the further you go forward. Be in first, get a boon. Be in last, see you soon.
Like, we'll be...
Like
What
you
is
were
that?
tied.
You
I
see
just
soon?
wanted to rhyme.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
clarification was needed.
All right, so this
It's a
is
little
how
light
it's going to work. If you want to go in, it's going to tell you a short story. What you guys will do is every question I ask you, I'm going to make you go to the Roll20 chat and immediately just type in random letter, whatever. Because what you're going to do is, because I won't be able to hear you well because Discord breaks up, so when I'll ask the question, when I'm done, whoever's the first one in the chat, press enter, that their name pops up first, they get to answer the question. So before every question, we'll just put something in the chat just so I know it's you. Make sense?
okay. Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and put something in the chat, a letter, something, and get ready to press enter on the question.
Tanner.
This
Oh, I'm
story,
not supposed to send it.
the story will not be repeated. I'm going to say it one time.
Alright.
This is the story of the Peacelia Temples. Here we go. In 19 AGW, 2 of the 4 sons of Chotoku warriors named Abza Miyagi-Do and Drix built and formed a new set of 6 temples within the old Kolbrador jungle, called the Peacelia Temples. to help the jungle inhabitants seek shelter from the dinosaurs. Velociraptors being the worst. Colbrador was the name of the jungle before the Quen dynasty. 14 years later, the temples are destroyed by an unknown source, and it begins a rift between Abza and Drix, so much so that a year later, the sons of Chotuku halt communication with one another completely. The jungle faces a great time of fighting, war between the sons and the outsiders from the Feywild. Many years later, in 101 AGW, the war is over. A dragon god falls. The sons of Chotuku die, and the Fey finds their home in Born Freon. The Ardinia Kingdom remains control of the Colbrador jungle. Ardinia builds the Peaclia Palace on the edge of the western side of the jungle cliffs, overlooking the Quiet Highlands, otherwise known as Born Freon. In memory of the Peaclia temples, and in hopes to start peace talks and trade with the Feywild creatures. Story over. Are you ready? Question number 1.
Okay, now I'm ready.
In what year were the Peaclia temples destroyed? Tanner was the first one. So,
No.
that was the
Tanner was
yes.
not
Okay, Seer was the first one.
Oh.
In what
Wait,
year were the Peaclia
was-
temples destroyed?
I got it.
No, it's
no,
19
Seer.
no, it's me.
Ah. I accidentally sent the answer in chat,
Yeah,
or what I
it's
thought
33.
is wrong. But
Is it 33?
It is! That is correct! You are one step
Had to do
closer
math.
to winning. Hold on, I gotta write this down.
It took me so long to just do the math. I was like, wait.
Alright, get ready. Something in the chat for question number 2. Get ready in the chat. Alright.
I see what we're doing. I didn't know how to play the first time. I know now.
Okay. I like Legends of the Hidden Temple. Alright. Where does the Fae find home after the war? Go. Andrew's the first one. Or C.
Bjorn.
Yorn?
Bjorn with a B. Bjorn.
That is incorrect. Mira is the next one.
The Feylands.
What is? I'm looking for the specific name.
You know.
Okay.
Sir, give me a boon.
All right, Seer.
Is it the Quiet Highlands?
Yes, it is. I would have accepted Quiet Highlands or Born Freon.
Freon.
Okay. Bjorn was on the right track. All right. Question number 3.
Same
Get
album,
ready
same
with
album.
your little thing in the chat.
Oh gosh.
What is the name of the temple you stand at? Celia.
Chotuga.
That is incorrect. Mira. Mizu, excuse me.
There was no way I was next. I literally just pressed it.
No, yeah. Only Andrew has put one in. So.
Oh,
it's
really?
easy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the Peaclia Temple, right?
Peaclia. It is a Peaclia temple.
The Pe-
Okay, Seer.
It's the Peaclia Palace.
Peaclia Palace. Seer.
Uh,
All right, here we go.
It was a temple, then it became a
There's
palace.
still there are 8 questions total. So if
I
Seer
don't do
gets
good
2
with
more, it's
quizzes,
automatic.
Mom.
Okay. Get ready. How many sons of Chotuku built the Peaclia temples? Celia.
2.
That's a Celia win.
I knew that one.
All right, next question. Get ready with something in the chat. Get ready. What kind of god fell? Seer. Or
Dragon. Oh,
you were
Yes,
the
me.
first one?
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Dragon.
Seer gets
My
that one.
dragon. I know things about dragons.
All right, here we go. Get your thing ready. Nobody put anything on the chest, so I know Andrew was the last one. All right.
Mhm.
What is the original name for the Quen dynasty? Who's got
Like
it?
Oh.
city name?
Mizu.
Veilcast.
Incorrect. Seer.
Ardinia.
Incorrect. Celia.
Dang it! Oh no! Oh, I know what it is.
It's
Oh, I-
always been the Quinn dynasty.
No, that is wrong. Mira, do you want to guess?
I think I said the wrong place in the place.
Yeah.
Dang it!
Yeah, I don't.
That-
I plead the fifth.
Okay, the answer was Colbrador. The Colbrador jungle became the
Oh,
Quinn
our
dynasty.
genius in Cobra Door.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
At geography.
What kingdom had control of the jungle?
Huh. Ah!
Was that Seer?
I got it. I got it.
I definitely. Oh, fine. I hope you get it wrong.
Armenia, right?
we'll give it to you. Yeah. Mira. All right. One more question.
I gave
Nobody
you that answer.
don't do anything
What?
into
Yeah,
the chat yet.
that's not the point.
Don't do anything into the chat yet. Which dinosaur was the worst in the jungle at the time?
Oh,
Celia.
Triceratops.
Incorrect.
no, I sent my thing too.
All right,
Well,
Mira.
say it now. What is it?
Velociraptor.
That is true. That is the last
Oh, I
question.
missed that part.
And
I was
first
like,
with
oh,
4.
I heard that one.
And first and 4 with the boon is Seer. And second with 2 is Mira. And third is 1 with Celia. And his fourth is Mizu with none. So it's not that big of a deal. Seer, the doors will open. You will get a +1 to every single roll within the temple. Mizu,
Ooh.
you will get a -1 to every single roll within the temple.
Sounds about right.
Twins.
And with that, the mouth opens and you enter inside. Kind of goes down these steps before it comes down this hallway. And then shows this big doorway with all these runes that you saw in the sequence that your mother did before. You open the book. You know the runes, they light up, it moves out of the way. You continue to walk forward, and you come upon that big dome room with a big middle spot of magma boiling, with no walkways around the edge, and just an open doorway about 80 feet that way. What do you want to do?
How did we see? We saw Mom cross this. What did she do? I don't remember. She flew. Hold on. Looking at some stuff. And is the I guess the door on the other side, is it higher up or is it like just kind of like across from us?
It's directly across.
Directly across from us. Oh, okay. Well, it's really hot to walk across lava. I can get us to walk across lava, but then we still take the heat part of that. So, can anybody fly? I guess I can turn it into something I can fly. Yeah, Mira wild shape last time, so this time I will wild shape into a giant hairy eagle. And so I'll do like an aerial loop. So we'll get on when they get on my back, I'll go like way up towards the ceiling and then come down. So we like move away from the fire, or as far away from the lava as possible, and then land on the other side.
As you all land at the other side, you look back to the other side where the giant gold statue key still is.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Maybe we can make Mom carry that. Like, hey, we got the key. We just can't get it here.
That means
it's
I would
at
have
the
to be
front.
nice to her.
I have no problem being nice. But I also like having a way to get that over here. So, open options. I pull the room. Witches, speak your mind.
How far is the pit?
80 feet.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I can do wall of water, but that would only be 30 feet long.
I can cast frostbite as a cantrip, like on top of it, maybe, and create like stepping stones. I don't know, to walk across. That's about it. That's all I got to offer.
It might be sitting over there for a minute.
I thought that you flew us. You mean the
yes?
key?
We flew over here. The key to
Yeah.
get through that other door. Well, here's a bright side. If we get to the door and it's still locked and Mom's on the other side, we can make her brainstorm with us, or maybe we don't ever have to even go into the thing because.
I bet between all of us, we could conjure up enough stuff that could have enough power to lift it and bring it over here, and we don't give a fuck if they die in the lava on the way.
I could do gust of wind. Also, one or the other though.
You said-
Not
what
both.
else I can do.
I know, I'm like going through it. I'm just like my.
If I had like levitate, that'd be useful, but I don't.
Same.
I know of the spell, but I don't have it. Anything else? Quick reading.
I'm really strong. I could just throw
Right?
it.
I'm like, could Celia and I like carry this thing?
12-foot solid gold. You had to shrink it twice before you could get it even in a bag.
So.
We're not trying to get it into a bag.
I think that was a polite way of saying no. I just don't see it happening.
I'm strong.
Yeah, no, I can turn things into stuff.
I'll tell you
but I
this.
can't really
I'll
turn-
give you one attempt. If Mira and Celia at the same time can roll nat 20s to pick it up, then yes. But other than that, I think it's just too heavy.
My
Absolutely.
push, drag, or lift capacity is 540 pounds.
What about with Voskar too? If Voskar came and helped.
I think with his strength and the double lift speed and Celia, the DC will be lower, but they'll all still have to roll. But it's doable.
I will
Just trying to
also
lift
roll.
it. Yeah.
Okay, Mizu's
Yeah.
All right.
gonna unhinge her jaw and call Voskar out, I guess, unless he's already. I don't think he's already out. So.
He's not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Celia, give me an athletics check on the back end.
I'm 18.
Yeah, you're able to get it up enough that you can hold it, but you're not going to be able to carry the whole thing, but you can get it from the back. All right, Mira, roll an athletics check for the front of it.
26.
Oh, yeah, you're able to get that thing. You guys are able to get it off the ground, but with each step it hurts. And Voskar kind of crawls out of Mizu's mouth and kind of looks back and just looks at you and says, "We're not going to do that. We're not just going to banish me when you're done with me, okay?"
Sorry about that. I mean, it was just for your safety, I guess. I mean, they looked like they were kind of kicking your ass, to be honest.
That's true, I was in a little bit of pain, but listen, if we're going to really hunker down on this partnership thing, we've really got to work together, okay?
Okay, well, I mean, here's a perfect example of working together. I mean, they need some help getting the key up and over here.
Boss car.
Could you help?
Oh, okay. He's going to reach underneath and just start lifting it. It almost seems lighter to you guys as you carry it to the side. And he's like, "Well, now what?"
Seir is going to unwild shape out of her eagle. I guess she'll fly them back after she's like, "Oh, you guys want to take this thing? Great." Flies them back. Unwild shapes out of the eagle form. Summons a pack of pixies and cast fly on everyone. So since they're carrying it, they can now like just whoop and move it across.
Perfect. The pixies
I can't
appear
cast fly
around
on it.
as all three hold it and start floating across all the way to
just
the
gotta
other
believe.
side. Great.
It's the power of friendship.
It's not that.
You got it across. You're surrounded by pixies.
I guess just keep it moving because fly lasts for an hour. And
Yeah.
it'll be easier than putting it down. So just
Okay, you start flying down the hallway. It's getting really heavy. You get to this wall where there's this statue of someone to sing. You look down in your book, and there is a lullaby to perform.
Mizu, dust off some chords, girl.
Yeah, Mizu will remember seeing her mom do that, and she will try to imitate it better than her mother did, because she needs to show up her
Performance
performance.
check.
Hey. Come on.
That is a 24.
With a -1?
To 23.
Oh,
I still can't hear
Where your
you.
sound go now?
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yes.
It's a 23.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to sing. It lights
Now we
up.
can't hear
Your
Scott.
sound's down.
Oh, I muted myself. You sing. It takes this like light form into the air and goes down into this like horn receptacle in the door, but it lights up and separates into 4 parts and slides to the side into this big open room where you see different lizard folk guard statues facing each other, lining the way to this big door where there's a carve out for a missing statue. It's about 60 feet across the room. And sitting beside it, you see your mother. And she stands up. From
Oh,
across the-
Seir is. As Seir floats in with her sisters behind her carrying the statue, sees her mom sitting down. Oh, are you waiting for us?
I'm so proud of you girls.
Mm,
You made
where's
it.
Henry?
Henry will be revealed once we open this door.
Oh,
Mizu's
already
gonna
starting
fire
with the
3
games.
Eldritch Blasts as soon as she says that, not at her, but right by her head as soon as she says that.
She doesn't move, they just explode beside her.
She
Mizu.
doesn't move or say anything back, she just holds a stone cold expression and stares at her.
Seir knows that Mizu's got a hot head, but because she kind of anticipated that, she'll use that as a cover to actually cast Detect Thoughts, so she can hear Mom and Mizu's thoughts. Because she just knows the game's going to be played now, so she's like, okay.
The surface level thoughts are... I knew they would get here relatively soon. They're very quick. Seer is presumably the leader. Probably Seer's idea to get through all of those challenges. The statue, Arista must have given me false information and gave it to them, so they have Arista on their side. Mizu, I don't even have the words for. I'm surprised they didn't bring that piece of shit Vafiel with them. As she just stands there looking. Well, aren't you happy to see me?
Not really. You're supposed to be in the sea and not here. You want to explain that? We can just start there.
Why don't you put the key in the door? And then we
How
can
about
talk.
I don't? And we talk first. See, you've lost the whole I trust you and listen unequivocally when you lied to me. So now we play by my rules because I brought the key to the temple. You just walked here.
Well, let me ask you, do you plan to get the death book that's behind those doors? What do you want to do with it?
Well, if it's locked behind the door and I don't want anyone to get it, maybe I'll destroy the key. You know I'm a little reckless.
But you and I both know there are multiple ways to get what you want.
And you think you know what I want? Or are you talking about the book?
I want to know what you want, Seer. I want to know why you trekked all this way with your sisters for this book.
Well, my story's not as good as yours. My mom asked me to do it, and I was a good girl, so I did it. Why are you here?
She sits back down and she just kind of leans against the wall. Oh boy, it's been so long. Here you are. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Seer. I left your father. I don't see a way that it's going to work out in the future. Congratulations on the whole brining thing. I knew you'd do that. Listen, I know you want answers to all your questions, but I don't know if I have all the answers. I want this book. I want to protect our kingdom. I want to kill who's ever out there that goes against us with a swipe of a pen. And I didn't trust your father, but I trusted you. I didn't trust them, but I trusted you. And you've made it. Now, if you're looking for some sort of where I am morally on the scale, sure, I've hurt people. I've hurt a lot of people to get here. But I'd do it again. Because I would hurt a bunch of people who stand in my way. If at the end of it, I can keep the world safe. With me and my daughter. What else is there?
There's like 4 other daughters.
Literally, you have more than one. Fucking bitch.
Sia reaches into her back or into her pocket, pulls out the video recording of her and Olivine, throws it on the floor and lets it play. Just to fill the awkward silence.
So you made multiple stops in Wimding.
I've been busy. I mean, I did all that while killing your assassin, so, you know, I could have got more done, but I just had minimal time to do so.
Well, I can tell you I'm not here to kill Russ Quinn with that book. That would be foolish. To release Olivine, I'm going to leave him exactly where he is. But
So who do you plan to kill with the book?
anyone I want. One day, someone will kill Russ Quinn. And someone will have to stop Olivine. I don't know when that day will be, but I want to be prepared. Now, I will admit, During your show at the Order of the Tides, I realized you were stronger than I thought, and if I didn't act fast, you would get here before me. So, I got here before you, and now we're both here, and we can share it as a family.
Oh, you always think you're one step ahead, but did you really get here before me if you had to wait, and the reason you had to wait was because of, checks my notes, me?
Little hiccup, but here we are.
I think, Mizu has some words for you. There's some weird blood I have going on, and I just feel like it should be aired out. And this is the best time to, get that done since we're all into protecting the kingdom and all. Don't you think? Since she's next up to be queen, after all.
That won't happen.
Well, I guess now it's my turn to talk. First of all, Mother, Riseline, I think you're a bitch. Second of all, you look terrible. I don't know when you've last taken a shower. That dress looks horrible on you. I thought, as being the queen of the Azerian kingdom, you would at least travel with a little bit more taste and appreciation for our culture, but I guess not, sadly. But another disappointment on your end, huh, Riseline? And third and most important, I guess, if you left Daddy, then, that kingdom might not be yours anymore, considering that you're here and he's there.
Wow, you really did a number on her too, Voskar. He's standing there. As you turn and look at him, you see his knees are wobbly.
Yeah, listen, she's very strong, Riseline.
She says, I think it's best if you exit this conversation, Voskar. We don't want to happen again what happened last time.
Fucking bitch!
And he's going to slowly back up.
Mizu, I'm just gonna stay on the other side of the room. Out the hallway. You got this, right?
Mizu doesn't even acknowledge him. She's dead, stone cold, staring at her mother.
So what do you want, Mizu? You want to get the book and kill me? Is that what it is? So you can rule the kingdom with your father? Do you understand how quickly that kingdom will fall if that were to happen? I think your sisters know as well.
Personally, you talk a lot, and I'd rather do it with my hands than with the book. I'd rather get really, really in there and see you suffer. The book seems a little too quick for me. But, I mean, your death is definitely on the table for me after everything that you've put me through over the years, or I guess not put me through over the years. Daddy had to make up for that with me being present, and being a parent and being there for someone. But, I think I'll do just fine as the queen of the kingdom, but thank you for wondering.
You think Thrine was a good parent to you? You think that's what he did to you? Look at you, Mizu. You're a mess. You're being torn apart from the inside by a demon who will pull you closer to Olivine. Your sisters probably won't admit it to you now because they still feel they need you in case you want to fight me, but they don't trust you. You are reckless. You are a liability. You are not Seer. Hell, you're not even drunken help like your sister Celia. Mira, we've never met, but darling, I know you don't step up to Seer. It's not your fault.
She's cool, it's just the legs.
I think it's funny you want to talk about Daddy's parenting skills when you kidnapped and have our brother emaciated behind a wall. I think that's really fucking funny that you want to talk about somebody else's parenting skills right now.
I never said I was a good mother or a good parent.
Yeah. Very true. Well, I'm actually glad to hear you admit it from your lips for once. Thank you for at least that.
You're welcome. Because I'm a leader. You were a mistake.
Well, if I'm a mistake, so is your sweet little dear Seer. We did come at the same time after all.
So, Seer, what do you see? Are any of these answers to your satisfaction? On the precipice of kill mom, not kill mom, get the book, what are you going to do with it? Give it to Mizu? You know, it is in our blood to hold secrets, even from each other, even from family.
Well, mommy dearest, that's not really all true. One thing I did learn in my time is secrets really don't do what you think they're doing. And I've kind of been really clear about that since I started, that I have no intention of giving anyone the book so that anyone can use it, because I don't think death should be something you do with the flick of a pen. If you want to get your hands dirty and do the work. That's what you taught me. So I've won all my fights, fair and square. And let any foe rise against me, they will feel my wrath, as they should. But that book, locked away, seems nice to me.
Okay. Let's lock it away. Let's destroy it. Do you have a plan?
I want you to bend the knee to me.
Oh, darling. You know that's not gonna happen.
Well, you said you raised such a great weapon and such a great queen. Why not? If I am all your greatest parts, and look at, you knew I'd be here, you knew I could do it, even all the odds you put against me, I'd pass every challenge set before me. So bend the knee, if you trust me so much. Barfield did it and he hates you. He bent the knee to me, pledges loyalty.
You're gonna
My
have
sisters
to earn
did
it,
it.
Seer. Let's duel. You and me. I will die with honor by the hands of my trained daughter. Gladly.
If you don't do it, I will.
I have no intention of killing you. I have no ill will. I don't think you're a great parent. I don't think you're a great mom, but you are a great leader. You are a great strategist. And all the things you want to be good at, you're great at. So, in all my maturity, I find this fight beneath me. But I do think you'll be surprised at how well she does. She points at Mizu. But I can tell you this. No one's dying, but someone is bending the knee.
Well, someone's dying. Henry. Currently.
Where is he?
He's in your head?
Right?
I am. I'm in her head.
Fine. Take the book. I'll leave.
Where is Henry?
She's going to pull chalk out from her. This conversation was pointless. It starts drawing a circle on the ground.
Yeah, she would
I'm-
love to do that.
I'm gonna run up and tackle her. That's a thing. I gotta know where. I gotta
She's
know where
gonna
Henry is.
misty step away from you.
And she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Get her stats. Are we in the thick of it, boys? 25.
She needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, we're starting combat now, y'all.
Yeah,
Everyone
hang
roll
on, 'cause
initiative.
I got a wisdom coming your way.
All right, roll. Seer's attack can start the game up, but it's 25. Roll initiative.
She takes 18 points of necrotic damage.
Damn.
Okay.
And initiative.
18.
My initiative is a 14.
All right, 1 second. 1 second.
Her dad.
All right. Good douche. That's not what we're doing. We're doing Theater of the Mind. That's the room. All right. You said your initiative was what, Mira?
14.
14, Mizu?
8.
8, Celia.
Well,
Seer.
16.
And hers is not great. 8. I'll let her. Oh, she can go after Mizu, so you all get a turn in. Perfect. All right, let's settle right there, and we'll come right back after a bathroom break and start this fight. That sounds like a good moment. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Adventures in Silver No. We just had a quiet bathroom break as the tension is rising. We are now in this room, before the room with the death book, with Queen Arizaline. This is the turn order. Seer, Mira, Celia, Queen, Mizu. Or no, the Queen goes after Mizu, we decided. Seer, what have you just done that she rolled a 25 wisdom for? Sorry,
Constitution.
and she
Just
took 18 damage, you said?
Yeah, it was blight. The life force of the area around her kind of like gets seeped and sucked out. If there's any vegetation or anything, it withers and dies. But she just takes damage as Seer like just gets pissed.
I think there are like some little vines that kind of go in and out of the rocks here in this temple coming down. So in that area, they just kind of died and rotted right beside her.
Oh yeah, and for the audience, that was a 6th level blight. It's just don't touch
Popping
my
off.
brother. It makes me mad.
All right, top of the turn order. She is Misty Step 30 feet away from Celia. You guys are about, I'll say, 50 feet from her because we didn't designate that we were moving closer. But Celia did have to charge, so I'll give you a little bit. So you were all 50 feet. Celia is 30 feet. No sign of Henry.
Yeah. And it's my go, or you still got it?
This will be Sears. Sears did like our starting.
Okay.
So you're
breaking
not
rules.
full sold on attacking her yet because she needs the information from her. So she is going to. Free action. She's going to start telling her sisters to start talking about Henry, and then she's going to use her action to push into Arazaline's brain. So she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that is a fail. I choose to succeed. That's 1.
And so she can feel me creeping in her brain. If she wants to kick me out, she has to use action on her next turn to do so. But that's all I'm gonna do. So either
Even
I
if
can stay
she
in her
succeeds?
head. Yeah. If she
Damn.
succeeds, it lets her know that I'm in her head, which gives her the choice to use her action to push me out.
Gotcha.
But she just feels me like warming into her brain, like just a little worm. Tell me about Henry.
Okay.
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 That's it.
All right.
Full on Scion mode, just staring at her.
Screw it. She's going to. Nah. Done. All right. Mira. He's spicy.
I don't like that. Mira, not wanting to get too involved in family shenanigans, because I know how I would get with my brother's murder. But I'm just gonna cast Hold Person. So wisdom save, please.
Damn it. So much to scroll. Wisdom
I
save.
know, it's like-
Yeah, I'm gonna save on that one as well. I'm gonna use that ability again.
You suck.
Hey, burning through them though.
Yeah, you're burning through them.
Right? That's 2
You got
down.
spell slots. She's not a wise woman. That's good to know. 2 druids in the party.
That whole thing. And then... Yeah, I'm not going to use my bonus action to do any of those shenanigans. I'll hold.
All right, Celia. 30 feet away.
I'm gonna use a moxie point to brace up. So I'm gonna gain some temporary hit points. And then I'm also gonna roll to grapple if I can. I'm gonna run up to her and attempt to grapple.
Okay. Let's see. All right, athletics. Uh-oh.
It's a 14. Nothing great.
She got a 10. She's grappled.
Perfect. Cool.
Hell yeah.
She's grappled.
And I'm
Are you
I'm
touching
still
me?
doing the math for my temporary HP, but it's probably no more than 20.
Okay. She will use a legendary action, the only one of this
Third one?
kind.
Oh.
And as you grapple on, she just kind of looks down at you, and she just goes, ugh. And around you is 4 water forms that rise from the ground that just look like shark food island like tribal leaders that you know of, and she's selecting their view to just reinforce that disdain about you on the island, trying to bring back those old thoughts of like you're just a drunken mess who didn't know what they were doing and almost destroyed the whole island. Like that's the kind of whispers you hear as they're looking at you all around you. So that now they are in the turn order right after her.
That's stupid.
Use his mom look.
All right. She's grappled. It is Mizu.
Mizu has kept that like same stone cold glare that she has had at Arising the whole time, and she's just gonna like reach out and she's gonna point at her, and she needs to make a con save.
God.
I literally wish it wasn't this way because I know the day you've been having, Erica, but that's a nat 20.
Just let it build up. Let it build up.
Yeah, first round build up.
Well, if she fails, she still takes half damage, so she's
Okay.
still gonna take 31 necrotic damage. Is like pulsating energy comes out of Mizu's finger, and she casts Finger of Death.
I was like, babe, what she did? She said,
I know.
You're dead?
Literally.
You did how much?
31 at half damage.
Yeah, she did 63 total. So we're clear.
I love how her daughters are just throwing necrotic energy at her. She's
Wow.
like, all that toxic energy, we're just throwing it back. This is
And
Michael's favorite child.
for her free action, she's gonna turn to Voskar, who she still sees like cowering back there, and she's gonna be like, "Get your ass in here! Now's your time for revenge!"
You see him come
Yeah.
from around the corner into the turn order right after you.
Oh, fine! Overcoming fears! Fuck that bitch!
And he's going to run up and just try to dive at her mouth as she's being held by Celia. Celia, you see her kind of lean her head over and go like, "No!" as her mouth opens wide. Voskar dives into the mouth, but there's like an invisible shield in her mouth. Just cracks and he falls down on the ground.
What the fuck? She's a freak! What's up with her
She's
mouth?
prepared.
He looks over at you, Mizu, from the ground, prone, and goes, "Something's wrong!" And that's the end of his turn. It is her turn. You're burrowing into her mind now, Seer?
So I still have the same effects. Like I can still like feel her surface thoughts. She can just feel me in her brain or feel someone in her brain. So if she wants to kick me out, she just use an action to make a intelligence saving throw, I believe it is.
Nah, she's gonna let you stay.
Yeah.
She's gonna let
She's
you
got better
stay.
things to do.
She
Which is
is
what I
going
want.
to... Oh, she can't really do that. She'll... Let's do... I already did one spell slot. Let's Misty Step again. Let's Misty Step out. So now 30 feet away from you, Celia, and like 80 feet from them now. Unless they ran up, but I don't think they did. They just pointed. And then she will just cross her arms, and those 4 light elementals are just going to take hitch at you, Celia, while yelling about you drunken bastard child. Like, they're going all in on the bully jokes right now. That's probably
Bully
gonna
joke.
fail. Oh shit, only one hits. As you're dodging swing after swing after swing, one of them comes up with that right hook and clocks you right in the throat. And it will do 5 bludgeoning damage. Reminder about the lays for you 3 if you have them. What's your damage choice type for today? Think about that.
I'm a fire girl.
And then she is going to kind of start booking it on the... Actually, she's going to fly. No, that's not her attack thing. That's someone else. I don't think she can do it again.
Dana.
She's just going to run 30 feet, kind of like on the outskirts of the room, kind of trying to get past you guys to get to the key. So she is now 60 feet from you, Celia, and 50 feet from you guys, so like a little closer. So it's kind of got like a triangle thing. Here's you guys looking up. Here's Celia, and she just ran like this. Going to come around the back of you to get to that key. So she's about here. All right, so you're all a little bit of distance away. That was the end of her and her elemental's turn. It's back to the turn order. It's here.
Seir will move 30 feet closer to her, putting her 20 feet away. Bonus action, she will grip her scepter and cast Shillelagh, and then she's going to scream, "Where is Henry?" Wisdom saving throw. As she pushes into her brain.
Wisdom saving throw. 14.
Hey, that's a fail.
Damn it!
I want to know.
She knows you're burrowing into her brain. She's got really high constitution. She's just thinking about Henry being just yelling at her. She's kind of visually it's darkness, but you're just hearing Henry yell, "Please, I don't want to go. I want to see him. Want to know what if I get hurt? I don't want to go, please." And it's just like concentrating on trying to get Henry out of her mind, but that's like the last thing that's pressing on her. So that's what you hear. Obviously, she forced him into doing something.
And that's for me.
Yeah, and that's a failed wisdom saving throw. So what?
It would tell me that kind of information. If she fails, I get insight into reasoning, if any, and the emotional state. Something that looms large on their mind. And so it just lets me like basically hear that and anything I can get from that.
Okay, you can hear Henry's kicking away. You feel no emotional connection to Henry from her. Zero. You feel zero emotional connection to any of you, including yourself. And the most predominant thought is, they are different than I thought. They're not going to kill Russ. All I have to do is leave.
Thank you.
All right, Mira.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like sling another hold person at her. So wisdom save.
And she will choose to succeed on that one. Damn it, had to burn through all three, but they're all gone.
Caster party.
Darn.
Son of a bitch!
Start throwing shit at her.
She's like, let me get my hands free!
Right. Yeah.
I trained them well.
At this point, since Mira's spells aren't working, she's gonna bonus action go into that just threw her into a tizzy. So of course I'm gonna rage.
All right,
She's
cool,
like, my
cool.
fucking spells aren't landing, and just like erupts and starts running towards Arizoline.
Great. End of your turn, she's going to use one of her legendary actions to cast Tidal Wave. So she's going to crash it down. Mira just left that spot, so it's going to crash down at a point right in between Seer and Mizu. How perfect. Both of you need to make a... Wait, what's your movement speed, Mira?
40 feet.
Okay, actually, she can get all three of you if she moves it closer. So in between all of you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I have advantage.
As
on
you see,
that.
she just kind of like brings her arms up, and like from her behind her is like Fantasia of water, and it kind of arcs forward and then crashes down on you all.
18.
18 as well.
Me and my girls.
And Mizu.
Sorry, my thing stopped working. 18.
Come on, 318s.
Right.
Perfect. You all failed. That
Your
is
wisdom.
23 points of bludgeoning damage. And it is magical for the sake of resistances. And then that was the end of Mira's turn, and it is Celia.
Arizoline 60 feet away. I'm going to run up, use a moxie point to dash as a bonus action to get to her. As an action, I'm going to attempt to grapple her again, and stick my hand in her mouth so that she can't say words for spells.
That's pretty freaking clever.
Like, what are you?
All right, well, roll.
Root around in there too. See if there's something preventing Voskar from getting down in there.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're gonna put a hand in the mouth, that's one less arm that's got full control. So you're gonna have to make a grapple at disadvantage if you want to do that.
Oh, well,
Your
I
athletics
rolled
better
a
than
3. Okay, so that's a 12 and then a 26. So a 12.
I might get you. Hold on. What's your athletics? As long as it's a +2. Where is it?
Come on, +0.
It's a +2.
Come on.
That's right. Tied.
I'm gonna actually reaction woe that roll, so I can minus a d6 from your roll.
Oh!
So
It doesn't matter. That was even. It fails. You only needed one. It fails. She's grappled. The hand is in the mouth.
never mind.
Perfect.
That's my turn. Thank you.
Son of a biscuit. All
Yeah,
right.
we work like a unit. This is what a family's like, Mom.
I'm like, tell me where Henry is with my hand in her mouth.
How long does this memory in her mind thing last?
Until she pushes me out. She has to use an action to push me out of her brain. Otherwise, I can
The concentration.
stay in there. Yeah, I have a concentration for a minute. So 10 rounds. 7 rounds now. But
Okay.
so I'm lingering in there.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I do have to make a constitution. It was 20.
I need a Rizaline to make a wisdom save.
And I did pass my concentration check, just so we know.
16.
Mizu is going to cast Polymorph on her, which she is going to fail, and a Rizaline is going to turn into a flounder.
I also had polymorph ready just for her. I was like,
She turns into a fish in Celia's arms with the fish is just on your hand.
It's the flat one too that has 2 eyes on one side, so it's ugly as fuck too. And she just kind of like smirks and goes,
In the mind, while it turns into that, you hear Rizaline freaking out, and you hear her think this very specific sentence. So you pay attention, okay?
mm-hmm.
I gotta get the right word. No matter what, even if I die right now, they'll never find their mom, and that's my best option.
Zaire full autistically just yells out that sentence like she's just like they're gonna find their mom. Their mom grabs the flounder. I telepathically speak into its head. Who are you? And I can still hear its thoughts. You're muted. Don't waste your sentence. Unmute.
You hear the thoughts, knowing you're in the mind. What's the... So it was turn order. It was Mizu.
Then her.
And
it's
then
a
her.
Rizaline's turn, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Mizu
cool.
or Rizaline, then
What's
me after that.
what's the saving throw to kick you out?
It is a
Wisdom.
intelligence check.
And I'm going
Oh
to
wait,
imagine...
actually, it says. Okay, hold on. I've never actually used this. You can shift if the creature can use its action to make an intelligence check contested by my intelligence check. Oh god, I don't have good intelligence.
Well, it's
but
a
okay.
fish, so theirs is just straight dice. So what's
Alright.
your intelligence check? I got 12.
Mine's also just a straight dice because I got a +0. It's a
You have a
15.
You have a +1, so it's 16.
+1. A 16.
Damn it!
Your head.
They don't push you out. Damn it! You can hear in their mind just like thoughts of like oh god, thoughts are like jumbled. It's about an escape. There's some whiffs of a master plan. There's some like irony of having to live no matter whose body that you're in. And her turn's
Where's
over.
Boskar?
But we're still in turn order, so the 4 elementals are gonna go beat up Celia again.
Oh yeah,
Because that's fun. That's a hit.
Bullies.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. The last one was a miss. I'm not happy about that. But whatever. There we go. Let's hit you 3 times, Celia. They come wailing on you. Just shame. Shame. A lot of pressure. 10 points of bludgeoning. So if you're resistant, 5.
Shame.
Alright, 10
I'm
points of
not. I'm
bludgeoning.
not resistant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Voskar had his turn before the queen, except he is scared again, and he's like behind Mizu, and he just whispers,
Mizu, that's not your mother. Someone else is using that vessel. I do that. That's what I do. Someone else is in there.
all right, and now it's back to Seer's turn.
Seer looks at Boskar. Boskar, I think someone possessed this. I think someone possessed my mom, just like you do. What is it? Who is this? Do you know
I
him?
don't know.
What the fuck kind of demon game is going on? And I hold the fish up. I'm just holding the fish, yelling at it, yelling at Boskar, yelling at the fish.
Mizu turns to Voskar and goes, well, at least if it's not Mom, you don't have to, like, be scared of her. It's just somebody else.
Unless that's who he's actually scared of.
I know it. That's what I'm thinking.
Who also wants the book? Oh! Scott mentioned the demon once
Yeah,
that I
so,
didn't know the name of, and I feel like it's that person now.
You're still in turn
Sorry.
order. There's still 4 elemental dudes.
Fuck.
Oh, well, I'm not thinking about them. I'm thinking about this fish conspiracy, so I hope I don't know that she was getting her ass beat over there. So,
Next to you.
We're in turn order, but we're out of turn order. We
I mean,
stopped
yelling at
and we're
this fish.
conversing.
Me too. I mean, that could be my turn. That could be my action. Like I am just like yelling,
Literally
like,
having a
Boskar,
moment.
because she asked, she like, I mean, that's what before you even said that I was gonna say that. So I know I have to wait until Boskar's turn, but that is what I do. Like I yell, like, someone's possessed the fit. Like this isn't Mom. I think someone's like possessed it, like you do. Who is this? Who do you know? Because he also mentioned like having some sort of rapport with Mom. So I'm also thinking that maybe it's the rapport with whoever's in him. So now I'm just yelling about someone possessing this fish and aggressively taking it.
All right, Mira.
So I'm cognizant of Celia being shamed by these elementals over here, and I'm gonna go to swinging on them with my warhammer, which is now magical. So that's a perk. Let's see. The first one is gonna be 18 to hit.
That hits.
Heard that. If they're wearing any clothes, their clothes come off.
They're
And that's
water
going to be
clothes.
23 damage.
That one's dead.
5 of that is 4. Okay, and then I'm going for another one.
Okay.
Because I'm like, quit being mean to her. That's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits, and oh my god.
And then that's 15 damage.
That kills that one too. There's 2 standing.
I start growling at the other 2.
All right,
Like
Celia.
shaming them back.
So there's how many are left?
2.
2. I'm gonna hit 1.
All right.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd just take my word for it.
No.
That's gonna be a oh jeez, I just rolled it and I forgot. It's gonna be a 16 to hit. No, 26. Excuse me.
Both of those hit.
Okay, cool. That is gonna brew 7 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Still standing.
And then I'll extra attack,
Okay.
which is gonna be a dirty 20 to
Yeah.
hit.
Oh my gosh! Finish the water people off.
And that's gonna be a God, math. 14 magical bludgeoning.
That's exactly what you needed. It's dead.
Cool.
Hey.
I'm gonna use bonus action to make one unarmed strike because that's a thing that my class can do.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 16 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 6 magical bludgeoning.
All right, you did 6, but the water form still stands. One water form remains.
You know what? I'll use my reaction to repeat what it said to me in an attempt to say a very mean thing, and it's got to make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
All right. Well, that's a fail.
It's going to take. Where are you?
You already did 6.
8 psychic damage.
Ooh, okay. Not enough to kill it. It's barely standing.
That's all. Thank you.
All right, Mizu, your turn.
Mizu's gonna fire one Eldritch Blast at the one that's barely standing, and then the other 2 at the other one.
There's only one still
I'll do
standing.
only one.
Oh, there's only one? Okay, then shoot, I'm gonna hit all 3 on him.
All right, roll it.
A 26, a 12, and a 14.
The 12 misses, but the other 2 hit.
Eight force damage.
The water explodes. All 4 of them are down. There's just puddles of water on the floor, and you hold a fish. Combat is over until we remain.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this fish, and I'm asking you questions. And it's only to be effective with detect thoughts, and I read some words from that spell. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so a spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation. So, with that big note, but I'm also am gonna like.
Let's go with it. Ask your question. Let's go.
Well, now who are you?
Someone not from here.
Where's Arazaleen?
In another dimension.
Where's Henry?
Can I roll again? Has it been a turn?
Yeah.
Let me roll again. Damn it! I got a nat 1. Hidden out of the temple.
Out of the temple? Hidden out of the temple?
Outside the temple.
Outside the temple.
I don't like this spell.
I don't like it either. I'll kind of start relating these things. Henry's outside the temple. Whoever's in this and Mom is from another place. Mizu, Voskar, y'all fuck with other dimensions. Anything? Any ideas? Voskar, do you know? Oh, well, you just kind of mentioned that you possess things. Hey, Voskar, who is this? Do you know who this is?
I mean, is that you, Konadu? I mean, that's my best guess.
I look at the
demon.
fish.
But I don't think he'd be in a rise. The door would have to be open.
I yell Konadu the demon it's psychically in the fish's head. Is that you?
No. Think about something else. Pasta. Leaves, clean leaves with no dirt on it.
It's not Konadu. Who else could it be? I say out loud to Voskar, I'm holding this fish. I don't actually believe that it's not Konadu.
He's just walking around in circles looking at Mizu, being like, he feels like he has to fix this. He just looks at that orb that you put on the ground before that shows those interactions, and he just grabs it and holds it out to you guys. And then just pokes at it until it moves the timeline back, until it shows Olivine put his hand on Arizaline's head.
I mean,
did he put a demon
did he
inside
put
my
a demon
mom?
inside your mom?
You're the worst demon ever. Like you had
right?
You just, like, left hell, had a bunch of kids, and was like, "I'm just gonna have fun." Like the heck.
And then as you're talking, you hear the thoughts of the fish. The ego comes out. I'm not a demon. You start hearing, you're so dumb. They think I'm a demon. I'm much stronger than a demon.
Is it Olivine? Is that Olivine
I'm gonna
possessing
call
his
him.
mother?
I'm gonna start shaming him the exact way I would shame Voskar. Oh, you're just a stupid little demon. You gotta possess someone's body to get on this plane. You can't do anything. You need
Intimidation.
help from someone else.
Here we go. The intimidation check.
Someone help me.
I'm yelling behind that bitch.
I'm like,
hyping her
yeah!
up, like, yeah, you tell her. Yeah.
10. Oh wait, 11 because I got a +1. So 11. I'm too stressed to be intimidating. I'm shaking.
The fish just pees in your hand.
If we
slapped
banish
the fish.
Mom, will the demon stay and Mom come back?
Oh yeah, that's how Voskar works sometimes, right?
One way to find out,
She's
Mizu
banished
says,
the
is
she
she
has
like,
banished the demon out of Voskar, but she has banished Voskar out of people before, so we could try. You'd have to unpolymorph her.
Mizu will stop concentrating on it.
And
Just falls on the ground.
And just for extra help, I will, twin energy. I will cast Dispel Magic to see if I can help loosen whatever's happening on Araslane. So I grab her forehead like I'm in a church. So I'm like, and I will cast Dispel Magic.
Counterspell.
As Mizu. Boom, and now Mizu can try to
Yeah,
cast.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Banish.
Yeah,
Banishment.
Damn it!
Gotcha,
Reaction
bitch.
taken. All right, go ahead and roll it. What saving throw?
Charisma.
Oh, that's her best.
It's her worst.
Power of ego compels you.
That is a 24. No, sorry. As a... Sorry, that is not a +5. That is a +10. That is a 29.
It passes.
Damn you, Mom. Damn you, fake Mom.
Right, fake Mom.
She is going to Misty Step to the door and book it.
Yeah, polymorph on her.
All right, polymorph.
Right.
I guess polymorph.
All right.
I'm just like, ah.
I rolled a 7, and with the plus, it's not good enough. As it polymorphs back into a fish and falls to the ground, you hear in its mind the remark, "Nobody can stop Olivine," as the fish hits the ground.
Everyone's so obsessed with him, and he fucking lost. I just don't get it. People's allegiances to losers blows my mind. And
What are we gonna do with this fish?
You hear in the mind, "I have not lost. I still stand, even in fish form. I've seen worse."
You're gonna stay in fish form, you fucking loser. I yell at the fish. I can
Mizu.
keep this up all day. You will rue your existence. You think Mizu's bad? I will make you crawl. Once you crawl back into the hole you came out of just to have a semblance of peace. You're staying with me, little fucker. And she squeezes the fish. And she's like, I'm not gonna do any damage. I'm gonna make you feel everything. She just holds it real tight in her hand.
The eye just slowly bulges out like one of those stress toys.
She's like,
Mizu, seeing this all happen, that bag
That's
that she
hot.
had that she keeps Ganon in, because she's still, Ganon's been with her this whole time, goes over and gives it to Seer in case, Seer gets tired and wants to drop the flounder in the water with Ganon. She's gonna give it
so
to
much
her.
energy. Just gonna keep squeezing it so I figure out what to do next.
So wait a minute. So Olivine put a demon in your mom?
Yeah, and look where that got him. He got a bunch of kids who kicked his ass, and he's still stuck in a fucking good eye, and he's losing.
He's gonna go over to Mizu.
Mizu, listen. All right, can I talk to you kind of by ourselves?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. We're by ourselves. Okay. Listen, there's a thing I want to try. You know how you can summon me in and out?
Yeah.
Well, you can only do it with your own demon. But even if you do it and it doesn't work with someone else's demon, you can still kinda see that it's not working. But there's something there. Does that make sense?
Not really, I'm gonna be honest.
It's like if you were to ask Seer how Chabukavaka is, and they would say, I don't know. And I'd say, you want some? And they'd say, no, I'm good. And you'd say, Celia, do you like Chabukavaka? And they'd be like, oh, hell yeah, but I'm full. Both of them denied it. I've denied both, but I can tell one of them actually has had the vodka before the demon. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, you're putting it a little bit more in my language now.
The only problem is, even the attempt could sever our connection for good. So if we do this, I have to trust that you're going to get the death book.
I mean, if you can't put your trust 100% in me now, I mean, shit, the fucking key is right there. Why don't we just do it now?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are we waiting?
I mean,
Hold up!
I was kind of just waiting on your cue, to be honest, but I mean, now that
Oh.
that's out of the way, I mean...
No, I'm all good. I was just trying to help you save your mom.
I mean, I think that the quickest way for me to save my mom is by getting that book and putting it into her miserable existence. I think that's the best way to save her.
Exactly. Fuck your mom. We're on the same page. Alright, I'll get the back of this thing.
Looks at him trying to pick up this statue that took 3 people to carry the first time.
Yeah,
By
and
himself.
Mizu is not helping. You definitely...
all.
She's just standing
on.
there watching him.
You know, it's kind of suspicious to go up to a powwow and then rush back and try to lift up the giant key that opens the book to the door to the Death Note, right?
Yeah, I mean, I helped you guys bring it in here. We could carry it as a team to the door.
I figured
Just
now
giving her
that, like,
over the situation.
the threat had been secured, we could at least, get the book. That was kind of the whole reason we came here, right?
Right, Mizu and I came with you this whole time to get the book.
Yeah, Mizu, I've got a question for you. I need you to answer honestly. What do you plan to do with that book?
Kill Ryzeline, for sure.
Why?
No big deal.
I mean, I feel like it's the quickest way to solve all of our problems right now, right?
Even though now you know Razaline's not a Razaline? So
I
you'd be
mean-
killing someone else and not this person in front of us?
She's been a bitch since my entire childhood, so not only would it be vindictive of that, I mean, a lot of the shit she still did was still her.
Well, I mean, if Voskar's right, then actually it wouldn't be. You've never met a Razaline because that video is older than we are. And so we're conceived technically by a demon possessing a Razaline. So,
Still a bitch, and I still think we should take her out.
so I'm hearing you think we should kill Kanadu, the demon that possessed a Razaline, and that I can get on board with.
I mean, if we kill her, though, won't it, kill him inside of her? I feel like that's kind of how it works, right? Like, if I died, Voskar would, die in a way.
I don't think that's how that would work.
No.
I feel like that, yeah.
Look at Voskar. That's not how that works. Right?
How about this,
I
then?
don't know.
I
Stop
promise
listening.
that if we get the book right now, I won't make any rash decisions, and I'll even let one of you guys hold it. But you're gonna have to, it's gonna be random. Y'all are gonna have to, draw straws or something for it.
I'll do it.
Not you. You're not in the
No.
boat. Sorry, I love you. But
Ah!
I've never seen reason to use this death book because obviously you just kill things that want to fight you. However, in this circumstance with this fucking demon who's possessed our mother to do all Olivine's bidding, it seems that he does not want to bring the fight to us, so we may have to use more direct methods.
and I think
So-
the best way to keep something safe is to have your eyes on it,
Why don't we just murder the fish and bring your mom back? And see if that gets rid of the demon.
Well, it doesn't seem. It said the mom's in a different dimension, so there's a chance that this isn't a Razaline at all. The Razaline is just somewhere else. Then it's like Voskar possesses people, but this could be a thing possessed by a demon that's just being used.
Got you.
Theoretically, I don't really know, but it seems like
Wait
he's
a
not
minute.
here.
That's not a thing. If you
What's
were
not a
being
thing?
possessed by a demon, you would still be here. What do you mean she's in another dimension?
That's what he said. I asked him where Razaline was, and he said in a different dimension.
Well,
He said it's in a different dimension.
rules of possession, you're still where you're at. So, if your mother's in another dimension, your mother's not being possessed. That's not your mother.
Rat.
Oh.
That's what Rat. Which is
This is like a
it's-
transformy disguised as the
It's
Rizaline.
Kanadu. Kanadu's been masquerading as a Razaline since before we were born.
Well, now that doesn't make sense. Kanadu, we saw in the dream protecting the death book. This doesn't make sense. How do you get out of the door?
Maybe he didn't get out of the door. Maybe okay.
What if
hear
we
me out.
open the
Henry's
door?
dreaming. Oh.
And then we'll see if Kanadu is there or not. But if he is, we'll have to fight him.
Voskar, can you answer me a question?
Yeah?
Do you dream?
You see a little tear go down his face.
No.
You
What if-
crying?
What if
He dreams.
Razaline, fake Razaline, is half of Kanadu and the other half is behind that door? And Henry's part in this is Henry can communicate with Dream Kanadu to like help this Kanadu open the door.
I see what you're saying.
Kind of like Olivine's doing. Like how Olivine's like inside of Russ Quinn's eye, but he's still a dick who's pulling people's strings. Kanadu's behind the door, but still a dick and pulling people's strings. Particularly a lovely dream walker like our friend Henry.
Yeah, that's a good theory. Kind of lost now.
I want to kill Kanadu. What are your thoughts
Does that
on
mean
that?
we're
Voskar?
opening the...
Oh, I'm all for killing Kanadu. I mean, like, hey, I'm selfish.
I think we're opening this door.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Any objections? I've been like really against like the whole death book like this entire journey, and now we're here and I was like, damn, I need it for this thing I can't solve. So that's kind of crazy. But
Yeah, I mean...
I still want a little bit of urgency in this, so I'm just gonna ask that Voskar doesn't do that weird smile that he's been doing ever since we've been talking about opening the door. It's really, really creeping me out.
There, it's gone.
I think it's his face.
That works,
Always
guys.
kind of looks like
Yeah,
Unless I have to grab, like, a muffin from a buffet line or something, and then it's...
I
Oh,
don't. You see,
that's the word.
I don't. Well, let's get rid of the muffins real quick.
No! Wait, I'm confused again.
We're opening this door. So we're gonna need you to get back in line and carry that thing, I guess.
Yes. Yes, I will carry the thing. You gonna help me, girls?
Oh, I was like, no.
I mean, I'm helping them, not necessarily you, Voskar.
Oh, okay. Are you lifting the object for them?
Not currently. Is that what you're wanting me to start actively
about
doing?
to.
We're
Like,
putting the key in the door.
why are you
That's the goal.
explaining it to me like I'm fucking stupid, you asshole?
Because you're responding to me like you're fucking stupid.
No, I didn't. Don't gaslight me. I'm not mean.
We are at the precipice of ruling the world. And you want
It's a
to...
good thing
So
you're
glad we
muted
can't
right
hear
now.
you.
As I pick up the thing.
Ooh. All right.
You
This
get
is
what I'm
gonna
saying?
be Absolutely.
I understand.
Interesting.
But what, you want athletics for lifting it?
Yes, athletics from everybody.
Per 21.
Perfect.
But it's the twins who are just sitting here.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect. You guys lift the statue, you get it over to the wall, give it a last shove, it plops into the wall comes down. Behind it is this big cave inside with vines hanging from it. There's some like Aztec old temple ruins on the wall that have fallen. But in the middle is a big temple that's like no walls on the outside. It's like a couple floors, but it's open on the inside. There's a big pit of magma in the center coming from like a little hole in the cave wall that's going in a river under the temple to a sacrificial pit. And above it are these stairs with these big circular platforms with these triceratop god heads that are glowing green that are kind of like melting as there's this black demonic goo on it. And they come together in the skinny platform above the magma where there is a floating black book with a skull on it, with black energy, 20 feet radius all around it. You can hear the slight whispers and screams, presumably coming from the book. And floating above the book is a gargantuan skull that just turns as you all enter. And you hear Voskar go,
That's Konadu. He's not in your mom.
And that's the same face we saw in our dreams.
yes.
Did it speak to us?
As you guys kind of walk forward, this head just kind of floats forward a little down. Voskar?
Yeah, what's up?
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get this book. It looks like you've already gotten it.
Yeah, this is awkward.
So what happened to your body?
I lost it.
Obviously.
So look, I'm not giving you this book, it's mine.
Yeah, but I want it.
Well, you're gonna have to fight me for it.
Come on, dude. We had grade school. We had...
Sorry, man, you're gonna have to fight me. I've gotten stronger without my body.
Okay.
Initiative.
That's funny.
Demon Wars.
Right. 14.
I got a 16.
Unsure what to do with this demon. I was like, okay, it's
It's just kind of normal.
it's like okay. He's like, hey, I'm not gonna do this thing. I was like, oh, no pizzazz. Like,
Right?
I've been here for a long time. I'm not leaving.
I'm not doing it. I've been doing this
I'm
shit for
committed.
Yikes.
so stupid.
Just believe in Voskar. I'm like, hey guy, can you like work that out or like no.
Nope.
So,
Alright,
like, not to cut you guys off, but like my mom. Like if you're not in there, let's go.
yeah.
Are you my mom? Are you also fucking my mom?
This has all been a Are You My Mother book.
Are you also fucking my mom?
We found several
Right?
people who have alleged mom. Olivine's a question mark at this point. They were close for too long. Who knows? Like, who else?
All
Like, do we
right.
all have different evil parents? Like, oh, ooh, am I the secret daughter of Olivine? Like, the fuck's going on here?
What is initiative, everybody? 16 for
Someone's stressed.
Mizu.
I got 14.
Miri got 14. Seer?
So you're got a nat 20, and she's thinking about the fact that if our mom was a demon and had us, and I have a twin sister, like, is my sister part demon? Is that why she's a bitch? That would add up.
What if it was one of those like super rare pregnancies too, where there was like different fathers for each of like the embryos? You know,
I've been watching Blood of Zeus. It happens.
All right,
Okay, it's like,
Celia,
oh, different daddies.
initiative.
I'm into it.
15.
15, and Voskar is going to
I
get
mean, I do.
a 19.
I'm trying Spawn though.
She's like, I'm a little child of a demon. Oh.
Alright. Let me put this in order really fast.
Oh, Voskar Sequel, your uncle.
That would be
Oh my
very
God.
awkward.
She's like, oh no,
Not
we're
for
related.
Voskar.
I'm like, oh, he's like, he's like, which family? I don't
It's
know.
got Azir, Virginia really fast.
Yeah, I was about to say we're gonna make Azir, Alabama, and
Listen,
Sorenel.
that royal bloodline, we gotta keep it pure, okay?
Okay, so Konadu is... Oh, here, we have a map for this one.
Ooh.
It's a bit more inspiring.
Kataga! Yay! Just like that. Except
He's smart.
Ryzlane's not there, and Voskar is there. How long does that wild shape last, or that polymorph?
Hold on, I
And
just
that's
moved up that.
concentration,
An
right?
hour, I think.
Yes. It lasts. Scrolling.
Mine's up to an hour. If yours is
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, probably that.
Alright, so only breaking
It's in
concentration.
here somewhere.
Okay, Konadu.
And then we'll know for sure if Kanadu and this know each other.
The order is Konadu, Seer, Voskar, Mizu, Celia, Mira. Konadu will begin, and let's find something that's really strong just to kick things off. Well, let's
No.
roll.
First.
Let's roll and see if I can do this. I cannot, okay? He's going to scream a frightful presence. Each creature of Konadu's choice that is within 120 feet of him and are aware of him must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. So, wisdom saving throw, everyone. And this is a legendary gargantuan demon fiend.
Ooh.
I got a nat 20 for a 27.
I got a 23.
I also got a 23.
What's up with you rolling the
Got a
same?
31.
I don't know.
31?
A dirty one.
Dirty one.
30.
Okay. Oh, you're the
30.
you're the only one that fails. So you are now frightened. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Oh no.
With disadvantage if Konadu is within line of sight. And in
Turn
effect,
Don't worry, that's not your dad.
all right, and the rest of you are immune to Konadu's frightful presence for the next 24 hours.
You're not that scary. We're in a catty group now. Now we're just like all mad.
Right.
Beat my mom's ass. Like it wasn't my mom. Like that's a lot to
Right.
process.
All right, that is it. It is now Seer's turn.
That and it's just up there, floating next to that above the book, just being mad, yelling at us,
Yep,
shooting stuff.
it's
Super
right
cute.
there.
Okay. What to do?
And he's kind of like floated down, so it's kind of like in his body a little bit, like the neck hole of the skull.
Yeah, he's giving aggressive. I'm just gonna play it safe for now. Okay, roll it back to the top. I'm going to make a. I'm gonna throw a chill touch at him. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Perfect. I don't know what these gargantuan skills. 7 points of necrotic damage. Oh, you know, I do a lot of necrotic damage. That's gonna be interesting for this skull. 7 points of necrotic damage.
Of necrotic. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
And bonus action, I will. Actually, my agility's still going because just keep this a minute, so it's fine. It's fine for now. That's
Oh, I
it.
have to roll for Voskar's wisdom saving throw.
Vasi poo.
He is not
Voskar.
frightened. Screw you,
Thank God,
Konadu.
I've been awkward.
All right, Voskar's turn. He's going to jump the entire distance on top of Konadu's head
Our friendship.
and try to break into the skull and break it.
Oh.
You see, as he goes to dig in, he gets his fingers in between a crack, but you see he's like, "Ow! What is this?" And Kanado's just like, "Yes, there's like a whole aura around the whole death book that makes it really hard for you to do stuff. So it's gonna be hard for me to do things to you, but it's gonna be even harder if you're like near it. So sorry, Voss."
Oh, that's not fair! I would have ripped your skull open!
Yeah, but you didn't. All right, Mizu.
He's just gonna attempt to banish him, so he needs to make a charisma save.
To get
Well, it's
out.
only appropriate since I got a nat 20 on one, I got a nat 1 on the other.
Bye-bye!
It disappears. Voskar falls off of his head, but lands right over top of the book. And as he holds it, his arms start like bubbling, and he's like,
Oh, this hurts! I can't believe the end of our adventure is me getting the death book! This is so fucking perfect!
Put it down before you die. Oh God.
Mizu's just gonna like smile and look at him and see what's happening and keep watching.
he's gonna open the page. Oh, this is amazing! And like a quill just appears in his hand.
Now, I will do what I wanted to do a long time. Get rid of you all, Celia. Cave falls in. Go. Seer, how do you... Is there apostrophe after the S? Is it
He can't
S?
spell.
Well, too bad. Celia's is much easier. Seania died of choking on air. And now, why the fuck
I
isn't this
breathe air.
working?
Huh. Just gonna slow
I thought you'd know how to use it. Do you not know how to use the book software?
Maybe it's just a book that summons a pen.
I'm pretty sure, like, if you're my patron, maybe there's like a rule that you can't write names in it or something. Maybe like only I can do it.
No. I was literally your patron to get this book. Bruntoro, he wanted me to get this for him. Through you, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, maybe there's like a reason you can't write names. Maybe like demons can't write names. Maybe like only he can. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna bring you the book, and you write a name. But if any of you other sisters try to get in my way, I'll possess you, and then beat your head against a rock. Here, Mizu.
Mizu's gonna take the
Like my
book from
initiative was, I'm
him,
like, I'm just waiting.
and she's gonna just kind of
Yeah.
she's gonna look at it at first. She's gonna like look at the covers of it and like flip through the pages and see if it's like blank or if there's like anything written in it from before.
Okay, so I will say when when the book falls into your hand, all sound goes away outside of a 20-foot radius because there's so much screaming and pain manifesting through other planes of existence. Also, every hour you're going to take a D10 of necrotic damage until you're attuned. The only way for you to survive the effects of this cursed item is to be attuned to it. And then there are rules after attunement. So eventually it will kill you if you just hold it and don't get attuned.
Is she like if as she's holding it right now? Is she taking any damage?
Yes. You'll take a D10, but it's for the full hour, so it'll happen over the course of the hour. You'll take 3 damage over the course of the hour.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take it now. Just, but she's gonna flip through it and I guess like examine the cover and anything and see if there's names in it from before or anything like that, or if it's blank.
You see that there are tons of old names written in it. The book is almost full. It's got like a couple pages left, and it's got a ton of merfolk names. It's got merfolk generals. It's got old names from hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago during humans versus dino wars a long time ago. It's just packed full, and unless you use comprehend languages, some languages you don't even understand.
It's got Olivine written in there a couple times, all incorrectly. It's like,
Yeah, it's got Olivine written in there, which was the last name written, except it's spelled Oliveen.
She's gonna
Not
go
open
to
up.
like the pages of the most like recently written names, and she's gonna call everybody over and go, "Come here, you guys, real fast. Like, y'all recognize any of these names? Like, maybe there's a way that we can prove that like it works without like actually testing it right now. Like, any of these names sound
That's
familiar? Do we
Olivine.
know if any of these people are dead?"
Would I know any of the merfolk names? Being merfolk?
Roll a history check.
you know, Merfolkian.
19?
Yeah, there's 3 generals of Eudothia from a long time ago, about 40-something years ago, I think, that worked hand in hand with Olivine in the war against Azir. So this book was used to take out the heads of the design of the war from Eudothia's vantage point.
I say that.
And you can confirm what's written on how they die in the book is how they died.
It does it. This is the book. It does the job. This is how these generals died.
Rhyme was killing generals.
Interesting. Mizu's gonna say as she like shuts it closed really dramatically, and she goes, "Definitely gonna have to talk to Daddy about this at some point. I mean, maybe I can't tell if it's his handwriting, but maybe he wrote some of these down. Who knows?"
So I thought
Was
that
the
you
last
weren't
owner.
going to be the one that was going to hold on to the book, Mizu. I thought you were going to let one of your sisters hold on to it.
I mean, one of y'all can hold on to it, but just be warned, when I grabbed it, it did kind of like sting a little bit.
Okay, now roll a Constitution saving throw.
Dana. Dana.
10 plus 3, 13.
Every fiber in your being would rather die than hand this book to someone else right now. You have to hold this book.
As soon as she feels that sensation, she was like, had her arm outstretched, and she's gonna yank it close to her chest really fast and go, never mind. I changed my mind, you guys. Like, seriously, the book's fucking mine.
Thank God.
Now I want to ask you, Voskar, how about we also leave this room?
Oh
so
yeah,
when
that had
Scully
to come
comes
back.
We just leave him in here.
What are you gonna do here, Mom?
Yeah.
She's coming with us for now. What are we gonna do about Kanadu? Is the question.
Well, he's back
Can
in
we
the
close the
Underdark,
door
I
back?
imagine.
Well, he'll be back soon, and I still got theories to test, and I really don't feel like I don't think he's gonna be in the mood to like have me ask questions.
Oh, he's dangerous. I mean, he's a nice guy, but he's dangerous.
Maybe we'll see him in his dreams. Oh, Henry! And she kind of like pushes Mizu pushes them out of the room, and is like, as soon as we're through that threshold, she like starts to walk back out to look for Henry. But she just needs Mizu. She's not gonna fight with her over this book. She expected her to be this way about it, so she's like, whatever. Get out of the room. Close the door. Where's our brother? Line of thought.
All right, you walk back into this, open temple. Everybody can roll perception checks, but you do, and you find out he's not in that temple.
Yeah, you said it's outside, right?
Yeah.
Outside the
She
temple,
said,
yeah.
That's where I'm going. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go outside.
Okay.
Back up to them. The dinosaurs said that they saw them come in, but not seen them. Anyways, we're gonna go outside.
When we get back outside of the temple, Mizu is gonna use her last spell slot to cast Scrying on Henry, as we know we're safe.
Useful paranoid. Love it.
You see Henry scrying. You see he is literally in between two rocks, right beside the river where you entered. Like, if you enter here, at that wall is like big rock, and he's behind it, and his mouth is gagged and stuff, and he's kind of like tied in between these two rocks.
Mizu isn't gonna. She's immediately gonna end the scrying, and she's not gonna say anything, and she's gonna just take off running to like the area that she saw.
She's got a scent.
Okay, you get out of the hole, you push the door back open, the water's pouring in, you guys get out of the river into the side, you go to look between those rocks, and he sees you, and his eyes get really bright, and he immediately starts moving.
Mizu immediately starts ripping everything off of him as fast as she can.
He immediately busts into tears. He's just wailing and trying to hold on to whoever lets him hold on.
Mizu's right there grabbing him.
Yeah, Sears is kind of behind him, and she is so not tactful because she's gonna ask him, like, she sees him crying, and she's like kind of calmly in his ear, and she's like, I need to know what Mom had you doing. And because she knows he's distraught, she's gonna cast detect thoughts, so she can also just like be in his head, that way he can like at least just like think about it rather than have to verbalize it. But she's like, what were you doing for Mom?
As you are looking, he looks up, and in his mind you hear him say, "That's not Mom, that's Olivine."
Olivine's.
They called it.
Damn.
He will tell you that Mom has been trying, ever since Olivine passed, Mom has been getting stricter and stricter with him about using his powers. But then he went into her dreams, and he found out she's dreaming of a way to get out from the dimension within Russ Quinn's eye. And after he started looking more into it, he found out in her dreams that Olivine had cursed her. And then when Olivine got sucked in, he didn't trust her, and that curse wasn't a regular curse. It took time over years, but they completely switched souls. Mom is trapped in there, and Olivine is in Mom's body. Mom will never look like Mom, and Olivine will never look like Olivine. That's why Mom didn't care about, just as long as no one killed Russ Quinn with that book.
So that's why I have a soft spot for Olivine. Now it all makes sense.
And he is going to tell you that a little bit after you guys took off for the adventure is when she got her worst. So he imagines that's when Olivine finally switched, which is why she kicked you all out of the order, because he wanted you guys, Olivine wanted you away, why he's been secret and not saying anything. He got in a physical fight with Thryne before he left, stole Henry so that Henry could go through dreams, and that he/she has been following you guys and going into your dreams to get information to get to the book before you so that he could have the book and destroy it so that people wouldn't even try to go after Russ. He's saying all this in tears because he was forced to help.
Yeah, I'm in his brain. I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Mizu's just holding him. I'm sure that Seer's hearing all of this, but Mizu's just holding him.
Yeah, Seer is oddly smiling. She looks way too comfortable in this moment. She's like... She got that Voskar look on her face. But she's just spending this time comforting Henry and doesn't verbalize any of these things right now. But she'll just like let this moment happen. And I will also take now that I know who's in this, who I have in my hand as a squishy, because I don't verbalize that I know that Olivine is in this here fish that I have, and a squishy. Can I see that bag of holding?
Am I the one that has it? I don't think I have it, yeah.
It's not me. Well, whoever has it.
Not me.
I don't think anyone grabbed it after it exploded, so we'll say you grabbed it, Seer. I'm being nice. We'll say you grabbed it.
Leave the bag of holding. That's crazy. That's a really good magic item. But I'm gonna drop my fish in there in that airless space. So
you hear him scream,
just,
no! So it falls
just
out
choke. And I'll retrieve a fish body out of there at one point, maybe someday. We'll see. We need to go see a man about an eye hole.
Oh yeah, now that we actually have Olivine.
We also have a book that he wants.
Mizu seems pretty attached to it already.
This is my fucking book. I think I said that earlier. It's my fucking book.
And
You also said the book hurt
Putting
you.
it out there.
I'm gonna take you and that book to Rust Queen. So don't you worry, my friend. Telepathically, I'm in people's heads. I'm like, do not engage. Do not engage. Just smile and wave. Get her back to the kingdom. And that is Seer's goal. And I will... If there seems to be like, we are all in this moment like, crying, holding each other, once that kind of settles, she will wild shape into the Triceratops that she saw Mira rocking as to transport us back towards
Velka.
yeah, I was like Quinn Dynasty. I was like, what's it called? Quinn Dynasty. Ardinia. So much history information in my brain now.
As you turn back and head towards Veilcast, Celia, Mira, Seer, Mizu holding the death book, clenched by it, will not let it go. Voskar eagerly awaiting to get this thing to Bruntoro, and Seer's bag of holding Olivine that looks like a Rizaline, but is a fish, and now in another dimension. And you know your mom is in the eye hole of the man you're going to see. And that's where we will stop here tonight.
You know, Olivine really could have got off scot-free if he just had left it alone. No one would have known. He's like, I just gotta, and it's like, okay, great. And then he made the baddest bitches around, and we fucked this shit. And let it be known that his second iteration of the Children of Olivine were much better than the first since we wiped them out. So good job at getting better at learning from your failures, Olivine. Snaps to you. Snaps to you, my dude.
For real. Lots of shit to take in. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit subscribe, and we will see you next time for episode 44 of The Princesses of Power. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.